Hello, everybody. Wait a second to have some people jump online with me here. Just getting some of get my chakra crystals out here for the Reiki session. Just gonna have these ready for when we do the session. They're super awesome. I'll show them to you here in just a second. Okay, and then my moon crystals. Oh, okay. So let's see here. There's my full moon smoky quartz crystal. Very cool, huh? From Goddess Provisions, and I'll just show you some of my chakra crystals. So I'll be using those in the Reiki session when we do that in a little bit. So we got a few people on here. Hello, welcome. Happy full moon in Cancer and lunar eclipse. Are we super excited? I know I am. It's prime time for me. My moon is in Cancer. So I know some of you probably are feeling maybe a little bit emotional, maybe crying, angry, emotions all over the place. So for those of you who have more water signs or more Cancer in your chart, your natal chart, you may be feeling wonderful, but you may also be feeling super emotional. I know I had a meltdown last night over the whole Australia fires and everything. I'm sure some of you have probably seen like some of the images, and there's one in particular of this kangaroo who like looks like it's stuck in I don't want to even say it, but anyway, it looks like it's at peace and it's charred. You know what I mean? It's just, it breaks my heart. So some of you have probably seen that I have created bracelets, healing bracelets for Australia, and I've donated 50% of the proceeds for that. And as more orders trickle in, I will be sending more donations to help with the relief efforts for the animals, people, land, fire services. So I donated to the Koala Hospital and the New South Wales Rural Fire Service. It's a huge volunteer fire service in Australia that's helping out with the fires. So hello everybody. Hi, thanks for jumping on with me. Okay, so I will get in. I'll have some announcements towards the end of this, but that's one of them that I'm continuing to take orders. I actually had to order more supplies for the Australian bracelets, so you can check on my page for that. And let's hop into it. So I'm not going to be doing too much of an energy update this time because I've got some other things I want to share about your intuition, trusting that, and the clairs. So you probably heard of clairvoyance before, and maybe some of the other clairs. There's many of them, but I'm only going to cover the main four, the four that you've probably heard the most about. All right. So hello, Danielle. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hopping on. I'm super excited. Okay. All right, so let's jump in. So like I said, you may have heard of the clairs before: clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, and clairaudience. Those are the ones that I'm going to cover today. I'm just realizing, I hope the background noise isn't too bad for you guys. I'm on the lanai because it's so nice, and I hear like loud trucks going by, so hopefully you're not really picking up on that too much. Okay. So again, clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, and clairaudience are the four main ones that I'm going to cover today. So I'm not sure if you have seen my recent post, probably some of you have, about trusting my intuition and quitting my job recently. I could not have done that without trusting my intuition. I definitely have been strengthening my clair senses this last year, the last 6 months in particular. And my clairsentience, being an empath, has always been super strong. So clairsentience is clear feeling. Many empaths are gifted with that, but not everybody. but mostly you know they are. So that's the kind of feeling that's, you walk into a room and you can sense the energy, good, bad, or indifferent. And this can be why empaths or people with clairsentience have digestive issues and thus headaches or migraines, because the gut is very closely tied to the brain and the nervous system. So yeah, this is something that I've had my whole life, but I gotta be honest, there were times when I was completely out of touch with it and didn't trust it. And you know, would have thoughts like, maybe I'm being paranoid, that nobody else was experiencing it. And of course, not everybody is going to, but just so you know, if you do experience that, it's totally normal. You're not alone. And you know, of course, feel free to reach out if that's something that you experience. So clairsentience is actually a very common psychic gift and can be activated without conscious awareness. So many times, the people that have this ability use it without even realize what's happening. And so for instance, many medical professionals or like therapists will find it very easy to diagnose people. Counselors and therapists in particular that have this gift have the ability to simply understand what a person is saying and can even feel their emotions. I know for myself, this has happened many times, and sometimes it can be very painful. So recognizing that you have this and then being able to kind of like put yourself in a bubble to protect yourself will be important. You know, asking the universe to kind of wrap you in protection so that you don't take on that energy from other people. Yeah. Clairsentience is one of the probably most basic intuitive skills, and it has this idea or this knowledge of things being invisible, you know, to our physical senses, meaning other people's feelings, like I just said, and they can be felt with our higher faculties. It's been around for a very long time, and it's a very, very heightened form of empathy. It's the ability to just intuitively, like I said, feel things. It's this energy stream that can include people's feelings, but not only their feelings, it can come from inanimate objects. So if you go to like an antique store or something and you pick something up and you feel the energy, that is clairsentience. Also comes in the form of spiritual insights and premonitions, and basically that you are aware of types of energy through the vibrations experienced in your own body. Okay, so that is basically clairsentience. Moving on, we will cover next clairvoyance. So clairvoyance, by definition, is intuitive insight. It's the ability to clearly see, to have prophetic visions which appear either within your mind or external to yourself. People who have this gift often see colors or images. They have daytime visions, dreams, symbols that you can use to help make sense of your environment, literally or metaphorically. And things can often be seen with your mind's eye. So some signs that you will notice as your clairvoyance is symptoms, clairvoyant abilities are coming online. Are dreams becoming more active and more vivid? I know this has been true for me. I feel like I've actually been traveling somewhere else, like astral traveling or lucid dreaming when I wake up most of the time. Like sometimes don't feel rested because of that. So if you experience that, it's normal. Kind of sucks, but it's normal. You find yourself daydreaming a lot. And you may also feel like there's another presence or spirit in your space. You can feel like you can see it with your mind and have an idea of what that spirit might actually physically look like. You also may have had precognitive visions in your dreams or in meditations or even during yoga. So I definitely have visions in my meditations and also when I do Reiki, and some of you guys may experience this as well when we do the session today. Another sign that your clairvoyant abilities are coming online is you may start to see flashes of light or have blurry vision. So if the blurry vision becomes too much and you're really like getting concerned about it, obviously go see your eye doctor about that. But that can be a symptom of these abilities coming online. Another is that you can kind of see things out of the corner of your eye, to the point where you're double checking and just making sure you didn't actually see someone or something in your peripheral. Another thing is you're good with coming up with very descriptive metaphors to explain things. So it's pretty cool. Another sign that it's coming online is that when you listen to a conversation, you often have an inner scene kind of playing out in your mind where you can see things unfolding as it's being discussed. That happens to me a lot, and it's kind of trippy. And it also kind of feels like, am I just imagining this? Am I, that one has been kind of hard to trust, I guess, where you just kind of feel like I might be making this up, but that's not always the case, okay? And then lastly, how your clairvoyant is coming online, is you often create entire scenes in your mind about the future. So similar to what I just described, that you can kind of have these like premonitions coming into your mind, and it's not going to be something like you see on like a TV show where it's like, and you're just like slapped in the face with a vision. It won't feel like that. It'll feel more natural. It'll feel more intuitive, and almost make you feel like you're, again, like I said, making it up. But these are actually coming in. They're I wouldn't call them intrusive, but it's kind of like that. They're just being downloaded in. So, okay, I'm just checking to see if anybody has questions about any of this. Yes, my clairaudience has been coming through like cray, which I am going to go into actually claircognizance next, and then we'll cover clairaudience. So claircognizance, as you can imagine, is clear knowing. So you have clear knowing of an event, an occurrence, an intention, or some other facet of existence without any evidence to lead to that knowledge. So despite not having any information about the event, claircognizant people can feel that they know a piece of information, but they have yet to be presented with that, and you're consistently proven correct by the outcome of a situation. So that just kind of reaffirms that you have this claircognizance, which is pretty cool. So gut instincts is something that comes with this. I mean, you can have a clairsentience in your gut, but you can also have a claircognizance in your gut as well. As I said, the mind and the gut are heavily connected. So the other thing is you can always spot a Pinocchio, a liar in your midst. And you may also receive messages in the form of random ideas or solutions. I know this comes to me all the time. I have these random ideas and like, oh, great, I just had another download, which is pretty awesome. So, and then also you are able to predict events, which is pretty cool. And it's not just that you're like analyzing the shit out of the situation, it's that you're actually able to predict some sort of event happening. And lastly is clairaudience, which has become one of my favorite. My higher self has definitely got some jokes because I would be traveling in the car to work when I was still working at social work job, and songs would come on and I just like start laughing because I'm like, of course this song is playing right now. Clairaudience is the intuitive ability of clear hearing, and it can really begin to open up at any point in time in your life. Clairaudience is the ability to clearly hear those in spirit speaking to you either externally or internally. If you're clairaudient, you can hear spirit speak to you in your environment or within your own mind. Many clairaudients are already using their abilities without even knowing it. So when these abilities start to open up, you may notice a ringing in your ears. The last several days, I have had this intense, this intense pain in my ear. Like this morning, I was sitting there and like I was actually typing out the stuff for this, and I had this intense, like, felt like pressure building in my ear, and like it was gonna pop. And the left side is the feminine side. It's the receiving sign. So I was allowing, you know, the material for this this live session to come in this morning, which was pretty awesome. But I was like, okay, can you ease up on the pain there? Got it. I'm hearing the messages. Thank you. So yes, you may hear some ringing in your ears, changes of pressure, like I said, in your ears, such as popping or buzzing noises, or you may start to hear voices. And that's not to be confused with people who actually have mental health diagnoses that they do actually have hallucinations or hearing voices. So definitely separate, totally separate things. Although, you know, I sometimes wonder. Another thing that you may notice is that you tend to talk to yourself, you give profound advice. Doesn't mean that you're crazy, just means that you're your own counsel. You're keeping your own counsel kind of thing. So you're very comfortable at being a comforter for others and for yourself. And your livelihood and profession are usually around giving calming and centered advice. That's also how I know this is really strong with me, because that's the profession that I've been in for my whole life. So many therapists, counselors, nurses, coaches, anything where the leading role of your life is involved with calming, stress diffusing advice, suggestions, and guidance. Those people tend to naturally be more clairaudient. So very likely you will get these words or these downloads through spirit, through your higher self, through your angels, your guides, and they are sending you those divine messages. So being open to that and being receptive to that is going to be important if you want to continue to strengthen and develop your gifts. So I know these things are kind of hard to take in and digest, but allowing and being open to these things and these ideas will continue to help you strengthen and increase your psychic gifts and abilities. So hopefully you're open to that. Clairaudience can tend to come on very, very quickly and also dissipate after a few minutes or seconds. And one thing I've noticed this year with my intuition coming on stronger is that the more I listen to it, the stronger it gets. The more I give in to those intuitions, those downloads, the stronger it's been getting. One of the first times I knew my clairaudience was getting stronger is I'm driving in the car, and I'm sitting at the stoplight right before I'm about to turn in, and I said, what if I just don't go? Like, what would happen if I just don't show up today? This was months ago. And the song by Roxette from the 80s, Listen to Your Heart, came on, and I was like, I mean, I went to work. But that song continued to randomly pop on after that, and I was like, okay, I know that at some point I need to stop driving the same path every day. I need to stop going to this soul-sucking job and follow my passion and pursue my gifts. So that's what I have done. But yeah, I would hear other songs like, as it got closer to my last day there, I would have the song Heaven come on. So how far is heaven? And I'm like, okay, you're so funny. I know that it's like next week, but that was pretty cool. So yeah, be open to that, be mindful of that, and listen to those messages coming in, because they will guide you down the right path. My intuition has never led me astray. It's always led me to the lessons and the blessings that I needed, even though it doesn't feel like that maybe at the time. But I've always trusted it. So, just some other signs that you'll know that clairaudience is coming in. You might hear some whispering, some noises, talking, like I said, songs on the radio. And you may hear a knocking or creaking or footsteps, which is actually a sign that this spirit is moving around you and sending you messages. You may hear someone speak to you, but they didn't. And then, like, this has happened to me a lot. Like, I will be talking to somebody about, what do we want to eat for lunch? And it'll pop into my mind that I want this type of food. Like, let's say I want Chinese. And then the person says it, and I'm like, that was creepy. So pretty cool. But yeah, so listen to those things. Listen to that, because it'll really come through for you. So it's pretty cool. All right, and yes, and these messages are going to come through and sound like they were delivered just for you, because they are just for you. These messages can fly out of you and they can come to you. So these are all of the benefits of clairaudience. So pretty cool. Just pop over here and see if we have any questions. Very cool. Yeah. Okay, so Christy says, after my father's death, I have been seeing him wanting to deliver messages to my mom. Is this normal? Yes, absolutely normal. So not to be scared or bothered by that. That is actually something that you guys need to take in and to pay attention to. So yes, very cool. Visions and dreams, and what categories this fall in? So I think I maybe answered that already with the visions and dreams. That is your clairvoyance, okay, coming through dreams. Let's see. There's a lot of tapping on the closet doors. Okay, that's creepy. I'd be creeped out by that, Betty. But yes, those are messages probably trying to come in for you. So pay attention to that. I'm not sure what the tapping on the closet could means, but you probably have the ability to decipher that and have an idea what that might mean for you specifically. So, okay, I think, yes, definitely repeating numbers. That's definitely a message. Okay, I don't think I have seen any other messages. Wonderful. Okay. All right. So, so I wanted to do a reading. I just got an oracle reading. I just got this gorgeous Starseed oracle deck from Rebecca Campbell the other day. So I'm going to pull a card for us. What does the collective need to know today? And then I'm going to pull a chakra card, and then we will do the Reiki session. So let's see here. Let me just, all right, what needs to come through for the collective at this time? All right. Of course. All right. So, oh, 2 cards popped out. You guys get a twofer. All right. First card. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, the sun. And me trying to finagle the camera. All right. New Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. All right. So the book tells us New Earth. Okay. All right. So this says, don't give up now. You're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds. Dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and radical vision. You chose to be here, to be part of this global shift. So if you pull this card, it's a reminder to have faith. Whether you're bringing it through prayer or meditation or through working on a new project, job, or creation, keep going. It's happening. Don't give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing. Ushering in a new age in times of change never is. You're being encouraged now to remember that what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep. For if you do not, in the not so distant future, for if you do, in the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've carefully planted and nurtured grow and bloom. It's possible. Keep focusing on your dreams. You are closer than you think. Cool, huh? All right, so that's New Earth. And since this other one popped out, we will read this. And it's funny because I pulled cards for myself yesterday, and this one popped out. So this is really coming through right now. So, Star Brothers, Horus, okay? Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. All right, Horus, I hear you loud and clear, buddy. All right. Why am I wanting, oh, Star Brother. Like, why am I wanting to just look up Horus when he's not the actual name of the card? 106, here we go. All right, so Horus is saying, you are more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You are being called to be open and receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, this current life traumas and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become distrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. Amen. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you could ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's up and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. Cool, right? Thank you, Horus. Message received. All right, let's do a chakra. I'm just going to do one chakra card, and then we're going to get on to the Reiki session. And I have a feeling I know which one's going to pull through, but we'll see what happens. All right. Chakra card. Here we go. Oh, that's backwards. All right. All right, one just flipped out of the deck, so there we go. All right. Raphael, empathy, heart chakra. All right, so what is Raphael? Now, Raphael is the healer, and empathy and heart chakra says, Raphael brings to you the oracle of the empathetic and reminds you of the simplicity of the beautiful lotus. The lotus is the symbol of enlightenment, which sinks below water during the night to be reborn in the light of day. Perhaps your empathy has recently waned and needs to be restored by the new light of compassion. Be with the sun, allowing its energies to warm and nourish you. Try to move through the challenges that you face with empathy, humor, and love. Raphael's energy fills you as an aid to help heal the heart chakra. So, very good. All right, awesome. Oh, we have some comments. What do we got here? Bear with me. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yep. Awesome. Glad you guys are feeling it. Very cool. Okay, so couple of announcements. I just got in more supplies for the Australia healing bracelets. I don't have any right here to show you, but they are with sandalwood, green aventurine, white agate, and yellow calcite. And the post that I made about those bracelets has the meanings of all of those crystals on it. I still have some of those available for purchase, and any other purchases that come through, I will still continue to donate the 50% of those proceeds to the relief efforts in Australia for the bushfires. So if you have questions about that, don't hesitate to reach out to me. and I would love to assist you with that. Obviously, we have the full moon tonight, so make sure you put your crystals out, put out some moon water, set your intentions, write down anything that no longer serves you that you don't want to come with you moving forward, and have a burn session with that, or tear those up into little pieces and toss them. Some people bury their intentions in the ground, and then when the next full moon comes, they then take those out of the ground. Yeah, so definitely put your crystals out tonight. Another announcement, I do have openings for private one-on-one Reiki sessions. So if this is something that you feel called to, if you enjoy this experience that we're going to have right after this live call, please reach out to me. I have availability. My schedule is updated, so there's a lot more availability for you guys now. I also offer one-on-one supported guidance for your soul mission. So that's in the form of one-on-one support. We have calls, and we come up with your plan and your goals for reaching that, and how to kind of figure out what your soul mission is. So if you're not really sure, but you feel called for something greater, we'll work together to figure out what that is, and then come up and develop a plan for how to put that into motion. I do also offer the oracle readings like I just did for you as well. And I do custom creations for jewelry. And so yeah, I think that's all the announcements. Be sure after the Reiki session today to drink lots of water to help move that energy and flush out any toxins to release what no longer serves you, okay? So without further ado, oh, and for the Reiki session, just get comfortable, or if you can't, you know, sit or lay down, the healing vibes will still get you even if you're on the go today. So just know that you don't have to sit there and just be still. I do have my crystals. I don't know if you can see that. It's so bright. That I will be using for the session. And yeah, just get comfortable, relax. I'm going to hop off of here, and I will, and there's also suggested music in the event too, or you can just pop on whatever music is soothing for you. Get comfortable and grab your crystals, and I'll be doing the session in about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm just going to smudge really quickly. And then once this healing session is done, I will post in the event to let you know that the healing is complete, okay? So, all right. Thank you guys so much for hopping on live. I appreciate it, and I will see you on the other side. Bye.